Hi, it's Justin from CanadaWhips.com. In today's video, we're going to cover the snake killer. The snake killer, or the drum roll, is essentially a cattleman's crack that is aimed right at the ground and then lifted back up along the same path. The whip should come up and go down in a straight line, and ideally, once it's cracked, it should lie on the ground flat in front of you. The snake killer can be repeated infinitely, so you can do it over and over and over. To start learning the snake killer, you're going to need to know the cattleman's crack really well. You want to be able to crack the whip and have it lie down flat on the ground in front of you. Additionally, you're going to want to learn the cattleman's crack with the whip starting on the ground in front of you. So I'll have it lying down flat in front, then I'll pick it up, and I'll crack it and put it back down. It can help to pick a point on the ground and try and aim at that point. So if you put a leaf or a water bottle or something on the ground, to just try and hit that with the end of the whip. There's also a little bit more flick with the wrist in this one because you need the whip to stop dead. So you're kind of trying to get it to place on the ground in front of you. To be able to do the snake killer and repeat it, you need to be able to pick up the whip really fast off the ground. A good way to practice this is after you've done the crack, try and swing the whip up a little bit onto your other side, and then do the crack again. This is going to feel really awkward at first, but ideally you're trying to get it to come in as close to your body as possible before you bring it down again. Eventually, once you're comfortable doing that 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times, you'll be able to just do the snake killer back to back to back to back. Once you can do that, really try and work on getting the whip to come up in a straight line so that it's not all the way out to the side this way when you're trying to do it. Having that nice straight line is going to make the crack nice and easy. If you're struggling to get the crack in the snake killer, you might need to bring the whip down earlier than you think. With the cattleman's crack, the whip needs to be all the way behind you before you bring the whip down. And the crack is happening out in front of you. But because the snake killer is happening down lower at the ground, the whip needs to be a little bit up higher in the air. You can see because the whip is up in the air, when it comes down at the ground, it's still forming that loop and getting that nice crack. If I wait too long and try and do the snake killer, the whip tends to bounce on the ground and come back towards me. So I'm really trying to get it in the right spot so when I bring it down, it cracks and then stops dead on the ground. That's how to do the snake killer. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to learn more about whips and whip cracking, check out our website at CanadaWhips.com.